to the Tula Pink 2025 Quilt Along, hosted by me, Rachel of the Electric Bee. Well, what are we doing? Well, this year we are quilting our way through Tula Pink's 100 modern quilt blocks. We're doing 2 blocks a week, and today we are doing block number 49. So this one's pretty fun. Again, we're in the triangle section of the book, and this one's actually pretty easy. Looks like we only need 2 fabrics, and all we're doing is some corner squares or snowball corners on these pieces. This is a good opportunity for some fussy cutting if you would like to. So let's look at the fabrics I have and see what I come up with.
Okay, block number 49. So we need 2 different fabrics. Looks like she used, one that's pretty patterned as the background and then something a little bit more simpler in the corner. So let's see what I have. I think for the main block, I'm going to use this print. Let's see, do I have a little, I have to go through this. Mine is a mess. Is your guys' a mess? Okay, we'll use this. And then on the corners, I would like to use one of the stripes. Where's the other one? Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, has some nice little stripy corners. All right, let's cut this up. Block number 49. We need 2 fabrics. Looks like Tula did this really fun floral print as her background, and then this kind of brown as these little corners. I think, these 2 parts specifically are fairly big, so I'm trying to see if we could do some fun fussy cutting. So this hippo print was my first idea, so let's check it first. So I don't think I could get this hippo because he's kind of, tall, but I was thinking I might be able to get these little hippos. So let's see how big they are. Yeah, let's see. Oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get his whole body, but oh yeah, definitely. Okay. So we are going to use the hippos as my main fabric. And then for the little corners, which I have to be mindful of when I'm cutting, that, some of these corners are going to get cut off. So for example, this piece is going to have this corner. So I might end up using this hippo because then his corner, would be by his butt, not by his head. So these are kind of the 2 fabrics that I was thinking for my corners, or 3 fabrics, I should say. And looking at it, I think, I always lean towards mineral, but I actually think this one would look kind of pretty, a little bit more florally. Or maybe that's reading a bit too gray because it's mostly gray as the background. And then this one I just feel is maybe too light, but I do feel like this gives this look, but with this being directional, that's kind of a pain in the butt. But you know what? I think I like it the most. So let's use these fabrics and cut this up.
my blocks. Oh, these are fun. All right, we'll start off with Jeremy's. So this is using the Oak and Maple collection, and I think his turned out really fun. I decided in the last minute to switch mine to using all the stripe as the background and then just using that fun floral as my corner squares, and I really, really like it. I haven't used a ton of this stripe yet in his quilt, so I thought this was a really good opportunity to show it off. And overall, I just think it looks really pretty and will look really nice in the quilt. And then here's my Tula pink one, which of course, I mean, it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. These hippopotami, however you say the plural of hippopotamus, hippos, I guess, are so cute. And they're just the perfect size to fit into this block. I think it's really funny that this bird, like, I ended up getting the legs on top of this hippo, so it almost looks like I have a complete bird, like he's standing on top of this hippo's head, even though that's not how it is, but I think that's really funny how that worked out. And yeah, I just think it's super cute. I really, really like it, of course, you know, with the little hippos. But yeah, I love this block. It's another one of the easier ones, which are definitely my favorite. Love it. So make sure you're following me at Electric Bee Quilting. Use the hashtag TP100block2025 so that I can see your blocks and show them in my wrap-ups on Saturdays. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!